This is part 2 of my first Solar Sunday video. This is the building where the solar setup is being installed. It is a typical working shed. I do store gasoline in here. I do store it fairly far away from where the solar setup is going. The plan is to install the solar setup in this closet right here. My idea is to put the batteries on top, all 4 of them. I may be adding a 5th one behind here, but that's going to be a different style battery, but possibly. I haven't yet decided on that one or not. This is my old Coleman charge controller, but it no longer works. I got the panel, but it was given issues, so it's most likely going to get completely abandoned. But anyways, the idea is to put all 4 batteries up here, and then on the front of the door, probably right here, put the charge controller. The charge controller does have a thermometer antenna on it, so that'll have to go right here as well. My idea is, if there's any concerns about for heat, I have a 12-volt fan. I was considering installing a 12-volt fan right up there in the corner and running it off the batteries, obviously through a fuse and through a thermostat. So that's an idea I have if anyone has any concerns about overheating. We are fairly well ventilated in here. The building is not airtight. There are gaps up there and there's gaps at the peak of the roof. So this building is definitely not airtight. So that's not really a concern for airflow. Just my biggest worry is with the batteries, having the batteries up there, off gassing, stuff like that. So, and obviously heat. So that's the idea where I'm going with right now. All the batteries up here on the shelf. The panels will be outside on this side of the roof right here. So I'll bring the wires in right where that insulation is probably, and bring them to the charge controller, and from the charge controller to the actual batteries. I know the charge controller does have circuitry in there to protect the batteries from overcharging, but I'm going to be putting a circuit breaker on there just to help protect everything else anyways. I know the breakers are normally supposed to be as close to the panels as possible, but in my situation I cannot put them that close because that's in the neighbor's yard, and I really don't want to have to go over there often if the breaker's popping to reset it. So I will be shielding everything with casing, so everything should be protected. I do have a metal roof. Everything should be protected that way anyways. But any concerns anyone has, any suggestions anybody has, are greatly appreciated. This is going to be a little bit bigger solar setup than I've done in the past, like I said before in the previous video, so please check that one out. I'm doing 2 100-watt panels, about 8.5 amps a piece roughly. So I'm going to be doing a 20 amp circuit breaker on the panel side and an 80 amp circuit breaker on the battery side. And like I said in the previous video, the only concerns I have is really with the breakers is, do I have them sized correctly? I'll do a quick video showing you what the batteries are they're going to be. Okay, these are 2 of the batteries that I'm using, and this is the 3rd one, and the 4th one's outside. So these are sealed deep cycle batteries. These are obviously just standard lawnmower batteries. I'm just going to keep them around, just keep them charged. So, like I said, if anyone has any suggestions about the breakers, please let me know in the comment section below and give me any suggestions possible. So talk to them later. Please keep redneck like always, and please try and comment.